Hi, my name is Marissa, and I recently just finished my freshman year at San Diego State University. Before coming to San Diego State, I was really interested in learning more about the dorm life, because that's where I would be living. I took a tour of the school, and on your tour they take you to the housing department, where you tour one of the bedrooms in Maya and Olmeca. There are two dorms that were not shown in this video. The dorms I did show are Chappy, or Chapel Tech, University Towers, UT, Cuicicalli, which consists of Tenochca and Tepeyac, and then Maya and Olmeca and Zara Hall. Those are all the dorms that are featured, and the two that aren't are South Campus Plaza and Tenochca. In the fall of 2016, it was open to freshman students, and they were able to live in that building until the spring semester came, the spring of 2017. In the spring, they decided to renovate the building, which meant that all the students living in Tenochca had to move into the brand new dorm, which is South Campus Plaza. I did not get any video footage of South Campus Plaza. That dorm is still being considered for freshmen. I'm not 100% sure if it will be a freshman dorm. I know there's been talk of it being turned into a sophomore and up building, so I'm not 100% sure. And I didn't get any footage of Tenochca because I didn't know that they were renovating it till it was a little too late to ask anybody for a video. But when that does open up, it will be recently renovated, so it will most likely look different than what it did before. Alright, so the main focus of the video is going to be, I'm just going to briefly talk about some points about each dorm, and then there will be some video footage of the dorm. I hope that you enjoy, and I hope that this really can help you see about the different dorm lives or dorms here at San Diego State University. Okay, so for Chappy. Chappy is 11 stories. It has a communal bathroom, it has a kitchen, and it does not have a pool. The reason it does not have a pool is because the Aquaplex is right across the street from Chappy, so there's no need to have a pool when the Aquaplex is right across the street. I highly, highly recommend using the Aquaplex. You pay for it in your room and board. Okay, so this is Chappy, or Chapel Tech. This is the outside of the building, and as you notice in front, there's going to be a little market that you can buy food at, or that you can purchase scantrons from. It's very convenient to have one right in front of the dorm. So this is what it looks like when you get off the elevators. You have the RA's room right there, and then there's 3 different wings that you can take depending on where your room will be. And that room you saw in the beginning was just a little common room on the floor, or on each floor. Here is what one of the double bedrooms looks like. It comes furnished with the beds, and then the dressers, the microwave and mini fridge and desk and chairs, and then there is a little alcove for your closet space. Now we are in the main common room on the first floor of the building, where there's a pool table, lounge space, there is a kitchen as well. You do have to bring your own pots and pans for that, and there's a foosball, and I heard they have movie nights. And of course, there's this view. Once again, here's the kitchen. It is open to residents. Just bring your own pots and pans. And there's also a little music room off of the corner of the kitchen. Here is a patio that is right adjacent to the building, which provides great space to study or to look out on the view. Next we'll do is University Towers, or UT. UT actually has its own little dining area adjacent to the building. It's called University Towers Kitchen. It's a great place to eat if you don't want to walk all the way to the garden, which is the main dining hall, or East Commons, which is where you'll find most of the food options. There are 9 stories in University Towers. It has a bathroom setup where 2 bedrooms share a bathroom in the middle. So 4 people will share the bathroom, which in the bathroom is the toilet and the shower, and then each room has a sink inside of it. You'll see more of that in the video, what I mean by there's a sink in the room, and then there's a door that leads to the shower and the toilet, and then another door that would lead into the next room. So you do have to supply your own toilet paper and clean your own bathroom for university towers. I believe that a lot of student athletes do live in that dorm because it's very, very close to the athletic center. Okay, so this is the kitchen at University Towers. Once again, you just have to supply your own pots and pans and you can use it. Here's a nice place to study, which is a common room on the main floor. So you can use that instead of using the one on the floor. And then here's the mailboxes and the elevators. Here's what the floor looked like when we got off. You have the common area with the couches, and then there's a little alcove with a table and chairs coming up in the next clip. So this is what a double bedroom looks like in UT. All those wood cabinets on top came with the room, as well as the bed, the desk, the mini fridge, the microwave, and the chal cabinet. And you will see that there is a sink inside the bedroom, and that door that you just saw leads to the toilet and shower, which is shared with another bedroom. So I believe it's 2 people per bedroom, which means that 4 people share that bathroom. But you do have a sink inside your room, so you don't have to worry about arguing over that. Once again, here's just another overview of the room. It's pretty spacious and has a nice view, and you always have to clean your sink and your toilet and shower and provide your own toilet paper because it doesn't come included. Zara has 8 stories, I believe. It has a wonderful rooftop, which you'll see in the video. It's awesome. I highly recommend using that if you can. You live in Zara. Really cool spot. And it also has communal bathrooms, which are cleaned every day, I believe. It also has a modern kitchen. The dorm was recently renovated last year, so it is brand new. Really, really cool kitchen. And it also has a pool, like I mentioned earlier, that you share with Maya and Olmeca. This is the outside of Zara. It is very much a landmark of pulling up into the parking lot. This was recently renovated last year, I believe, and it's brand new. This is a little study space when we got off the elevator, and here's the hallway. This is a double bedroom. Once again, the standard furniture comes with it, like the fridge, the microwave, the desks, the bed, the little closet. You do have a smaller closet, but it was redone, so everything is brand new in Zara, which is very nice. As you see, they're hardwood floors. Here is a rooftop, or the rooftop, on top of Zara. It is for Zara residents only, but if you have a friend who lives in Zara, they can always check you in. This spot, I've heard, is where they have a lot of movies at, where RAs will host fun programs, and it's really pretty to watch the sunset. Another dorm is going to be Maya and Olmeca. This dorm is 3 stories high. It has a communal kitchen. All you have to do to use it is go to the front desk and give them your student ID and you'll get the key. And then you have a communal bathroom set up. They clean the bathrooms. They have staff that cleans the bathrooms for you every day. And it also has a pool, which you share with Maya and Olmeca, share that along with Zara. So 3 dorms are using the one pool. But there's also a very nice courtyard. You'll also see in the video that the 3 dorms can share as well. And I definitely recommend using that if you are able to live in any of those 3 dorms. It's very, very nice. Maya and Olmeca. This dorm, or these 2 dorms, are iconic to San Diego State. It's the brown brick 3-story building that have been around for quite some time now. But you can never go wrong with an iconic building like this. Here is a study lounge that was on one of the floors, and it's a very nice room to hang out in with your friends and play some games or just talk. Here is what a double looked like. You have the cabinet, which is your closet, and then the brick walls, and the big poster or whiteboard, corkboard came with the room, and the beds did as well, with the desks and the chairs as well as a mini fridge and the microwave. It was a tile floor, so providing a rug is probably something that you should do. And here's actually a bathroom. Nobody was in it, so we decided to get a quick look of the communal bathrooms. These are cleaned every day, and you don't have to worry about providing your own toilet paper or anything like that. This is the courtyard that I mentioned before that is shared between Olmeca, Maya, and Zara. There's the fire pit in the middle. They have 2 of those egg swinging chairs. There's a bunch of tables and chairs to sit at and do homework at, or to eat dinner with your friends. As you can see, this day was very unpopulated. There weren't many people out, but that's great if you're trying to get some work done or just trying to relax. This is the green space that a lot of people would play soccer on, or would just hang out, play frisbee, do some homework. Cuicicalli Suites is divided into 2 different dorms. You have Tepeyac and Tenochca. Tenochca and Tepeyac are the exact same setup, exact same style. They're suite style, which is a little bit different than most of the other dorms. For Tenochca and Tepeyac, or Cuicicalli, you have 6 stories. There are no communal bathrooms, there is no kitchen, and there is a pool that the 2 share in the courtyard area. What I mean by no kitchen is that you have a kitchenette, you will have a fridge, a full-size fridge, a microwave, and a sink, and a little bit of counter space and cabinets, but there is no stove. So if you need to use a stove, you could probably ask one of the other dorms or a friend, but there's no stove within the building. But you do have a microwave. You also have no communal bathrooms like Zara or Olmeca or Chappy would have, and you don't have what UT has, but it's similar. In Cuicicalli, you have 2 bathrooms per suite, and in each suite there's 9 people. So 9 people and 2 bathrooms. But it's divided into 2 wings. So on one wing, you would have a bathroom and some bedrooms, and on another wing, you'd have a bathroom and some bedrooms. So on one wing, you may either have 4 people sharing a bathroom, and the other wing, 5 people sharing a bathroom. That could be how it would work, or it could be different. It could be set up a little differently as well. There are 2 styles of setups that you could have in Cuic. There's an option for 6 single bedrooms and a triple bedroom, or you would have a double bedroom, a triple bedroom, and then 4 single bedrooms. So both of those total to 9 people, and it just really depends on which dorm or which bedroom or suite you get in. When you do have to bring your own toilet paper, paper towels, or whatever you have, and you do have to clean it yourself because they are not clean for you. So this is Cuicicalli, this giant white building. This is the tower of Tepeyac, and then the other tower, Tenochca, is the one right near the parking lot. So this one is Tepeyac, big and white building. And here is the mailboxes. When you walk in those 2 double doors right in front of the sign here, each building has their own set of mailboxes, and each room has their own mailbox. This is the courtyard in the Tepeyac side of the building, or side of the suites or wing. You can see the suspension bridge and the student union, and it's nicely shaded, and there is the walkway. So this is going into Tepeyac. To get in, you actually have to use your ID to scan it to open the door, so you're very safe and secure. And then when you walk in, there are the 2 elevators, and the staircase is right behind the wall. And then each floor has their own common room. Okay, so this is what Cuic looks like when you walk in, or one of the suites in Tepeyac. You walk right into the living room area here. As you can see, there's a table, some chairs, a couch, and armchair and a lamp, the coffee table. All of that furniture is included, as well as the air conditioning unit. Of course, the decor like the flag and the pictures and the tapestries are not included, but you can hang them on the wall. You just can't use thumbtacks. So down this hallway is where 2 single bedrooms are and a triple bedroom, and then on the left was the bathroom. Then we're separated, or the 2 wings are separated by a living room. And then you do have the kitchenette, as I mentioned earlier. You have a full-size fridge, microwave, a sink, and lots of cabinets. You do have to keep this very clean though, or else it can get dirty very easily. So I recommend bringing some Clorox wipes and a broom or a Swiffer or something. And here's what the bathroom looks like. Each person has their own shelf, which is very large and you're actually able to fit quite a lot of stuff on the shelf. There are two sinks with a lot of counter space. There's a lot of towel racks. That was the toilet, and then here's the shower. The shower curtain was provided, so you don't have to worry about bringing one. And then right in front of us here is 1 single bedroom, and there was another, and then we're going to be going straight in to the double bedroom. So here's what the double room looks like. As you can see, it is pretty big. It's a pretty big size. The bed comes with it, the wooden dresser, the desk, the chair, the closet came with it, and the AC unit came with it, and the storage in the desk as well. And once again, you can bring a TV or anything you want. You could bring some curtains or something. Just make sure not to damage the walls by nails or push pins or anything, because you can get charged for that. And we had a really nice view in this room, and then you would just walk right back out into the hallway, and here's just a quick view of what a single room looks like. Much smaller, but it's a private room to yourself, and once again, none of the decor is included, but all of the furniture is. And here is a view from. So this is what it looks like when you get off the elevator. Once again, here's the common room that is on every floor. That red door at the end of the hall is the trash chute, where you would bring your trash. And then each floor has a recycle bin that is brought out, and they dump the trash that's in it pretty much every day. So this is what the common room looks like. All the furniture was included, so you don't have to worry about bringing any furniture or anything like that. There was the whiteboard and a couch and some TVs, and you can go in there and watch some TV or movie if you don't have a TV in your room. Then once again, you can just see out into the Union, and you can see the mountains and the freeway. And so here we have the courtyard again. This building that you see right in front of you is the garden, which is the main dining hall on campus. So now we are on to the other side. This is the Tenochca side, where we will find the pool and the laundry room. You just walk into Cuicicalli and go right, and this is where you would end up. Here's the pool. Today was not pretty busy. As you can see, there's really nobody there. And then here's the laundry room. It costs $1 to dry and $1.25 to wash your clothes. And there is an app that you can check when it's ready or when it's not ready. And this is walking back from Tepeyac. Here, the double doors you would enter from, and then the door straight ahead would lead you out into Tenochca's courtyard. Tepeyac's courtyard, sorry. Will lead you back into Tepeyac's courtyard where we started. I really hope that this video helped, and I hope that you are more informed on the different type of dorms that San Diego State has to offer. And if you have any questions about the dorms or school or classes or life at SDSU, you can leave them in the comment section below, and I'll do my best to answer them to the best of my abilities.